Salutations, all you spooks and specters out there, and happy Halloween from the V'ger Network. Thanks for stopping in and checking in with us. I'm just hanging out with my gill-man here for Halloween. What are your plans? I think that you should probably hang out with some of your friends. I mean, we're a little old for going out and getting candy, right? But you're never too old to hang out and have a good time. Like play Mixtape Massacre, the board game where you get to pretend to be an 80s slasher character and collect body parts. I know it sounds kind of gory, it's really not. It's kind of a very simple, cheesy game, but it's a lot of fun, and lots of people can play all at one time. Maybe show your friends some of your favorite scary movies. Show them The Creature from the Black Lagoon, or some of those really old classics, Dracula, Frankenstein, Bride of Frankenstein, and of course the classic Night of the Living Dead. I mean, that movie was a real terror, wasn't it? It paved the way for zombie freaks like myself to just run wild with it nowadays. It's kind of crazy how we look back on things that used to scare us, even as a kid. Like when I was growing up, this movie, The Fog, it didn't terrify me, but it definitely creeped me out. There's a really creepy ghost story at the beginning of the movie, kind of crazy things that happen around the fog itself. There's people in the fog. It's kind of creepy, but seeing it as an adult, it feels kind of dated, but that's the way things are. I mean, the movie The Blob, people ran out of the movie theater for that movie. Movie The Thing, it was remade in the 1980s. Great movie, but people really got scared. It terrified them, just like the movie Alien. Again, it seems so weird how now it takes crazy things like massive jump scares or the paranormal to kind of scare us, when back in those days it really didn't take a whole lot. Take 1938. Orson Welles and his theater production company, the classic H.G. Wells's War of the Worlds, and turned it into a radio drama. But they didn't just read the book, they actually created fake news reels and snippets of information and broadcast it as though it was actually happening. It incited a nationwide panic, and that's one of the reasons today that we have FCC rules regarding station identification and radio shows having to announce who they are and play real live commercials, not just made up ones for that particular event. Kind of creepy, but nowadays that wouldn't scare anybody, would it? And did you know that even at the time they didn't really want to do it? Orson Welles wanted to do something different than the standard trope of stuff that they had been doing and thought it would be a cool idea. Everybody else on the cast thought it was stupid and it would fail miserably. They had no idea that it was going to end up being this national, sensation and panic that it ended up being. Thanks for stopping in to the V'ger Network. If you dig that cool theremin music at the beginning, Carolweening is the person you want to look at on YouTube and other music media places. Don't forget to leave some comments if you have any. Let me know how your Carolweening goes. And as always, share, like, and subscribe. Alright, let's go get some sushi. Oh, one last thing. The Bible does talk about fear quite a bit, There's a lot of stuff in there about don't be afraid. But a couple of really spooky parts in it is when Jesus says at one point that we shouldn't be afraid of the things that destroy the body, but we should be afraid of he who can destroy the soul after the body is gone. Yeah, right? And then later on, Paul makes another comment about how we're not in battle against flesh and bone, but against enemies of the princes and principalities of the air. Pretty creepy. Alright guys, JLY. Catch you next time.